I want to get more water in here before I do that because this will heat the water really quickly. And yes, this is minus 13 degrees, 13 Celsius right now because it's influenced by this. But the moment this gets out, it'll be plus 50. So it needs more water to cool off. And I know that the base is still a mess. That's fine. If I tell them to sweep everything right now, it's gonna take them ages because they can each only lift 200 kilograms. I want their basic stats, their basic skills to be done first before I all give improved carrying 1 and 2, which will increase it further so they can carry up to a ton, which will make cleaning faster. So first of all, they just need their first skills, and I need him to be a rancher, so till that's done, it's gonna be a mess, and it's gonna look ugly. Also, no artist yet. There is no important research that I need to finish right now, so I'm just having the researcher do the research in turn as it needs to be done. Just completing one after the other in order. And why are you doing that when I told you to do this? This is priority 6. Do this first, please. I think I lined up too many tasks for them. Skill point earned. Who earned? Okay, Justin, you are now the super duper hard digger. So now you get super duper hard. Until now you were only getting super hard. Now you're getting super duper hard. I need to stop saying super duper hard. Anyway, you can now tell me what this bloody thing is inside of here. I'm trying to remember which geysers appear in the purple biomes. I think this could be a CO2 geyser. It could be a volcano as well. Okay, Justin, tell me, what is it? Justin, you have plenty of air in your lungs. Take a deep breath of chlorine and then tell me what this is. It's a polluted water vent. Oh, that could be extremely useful. At 30 Celsius. So this is a cool water. Okay, so our water supply problems are over. This is very, very good. So essentially this is an infinite supply of polluted water. That's what this is. And the polluted water is polluted, but I can clean it. And it's already at only 30 degrees Celsius, so I don't have to cool it. It's completely okay to be used in base. And that's awesome. So, uh, does it come with any germs though? Yeah, it does come with food poisoning germs. That's unfortunate. Because I don't know if food poisoning goes away when it's being filtered. When it's being cleaned. I know that it turns polluted water into regular water, to clean water. But I think that the germs remain. And I don't know. I don't know what food poisoning germs on what temperature they thrive and on which temperature they die. Critters, disease, food poisoning, polluted water, edible, polluted air, genetic use, yada yada yada. Disinfected by solid bleach, some chlorine, and pickled. You are not telling me what I need to know. On what temperature do they get killed? Ah, temperature age. Minus 25 to 75, so they are resilient little bastards. I could pool the polluted water into here, which would chill it. Well, at this point, I'm just gonna use it for, essentially for plants, because I can use it for fibers, for reed fibers. I'm gonna test out what happens with the germs when they are being filtered, though. Thing is, I could warm up the water, which is easy, but cooling it off, not so easy. Also, I really don't need cold water for making oxygen. Water can be hot for oxygen, because it'll make 75 degrees hot oxygen anyway. So that's not a bad idea then. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. So I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with this later. First thing, I want to get the power plant going. Did this add? Oh, yeah, it did. It did add water. Perfect. So, because of the heat from here, all of this will melt, fall here, and further chill it. So, I need a ton of refined metal, please. That's 8 because you're not going to be doing it all the time, so I want you to hop to it when you're doing it. Once I have power, I can actually store some of this water and use it for plumbing. Actually, I can use water for plumbing as well. It doesn't matter how hot it is. I can just... I'm trying to remember what I actually need cold water for. Oh yeah, for if I wanted to grow sleetweed, then I need cold water. No artist, so it will just take 3 tons of sand. So this water will actually work for plumbing when I filter it as well. So that's not a problem. So that'll work. That'll work. That'll work for plumbing as well. I just have to keep in mind that I have to put it through insulated pipes, which I haven't researched yet, but I will be researching them shortly. So if I put it in insulated pipes, it will not interact with the environment. So I can use it, and that'll pretty much deal with all of my water problems for the time being, because what I need water most for is plumbing, for toilets, and for watering, and for oxygen generation. And that's fine if it's a bit warmer. I only need, and see what this is what cold does. It's actually getting thermal damage from being too cold. I think I made them from the wrong material. What did I make those pipes out of? Sandstone. Yep, that makes sense. I need to make them out of igneous rock. Igneous rock deals with temperatures, which is better. But did we make any refined metal? Yes, we did. We just need one more and we can make our first smart battery. So let's prepare the terrain for the first smart battery. So this is going to be the floor. It was so easy when you could make thermal insulation out of abyssalite, because Abyssalite essentially doesn't let any heat transfer through it. You can make everything out of it. Now you can't anymore. They changed that. I guess they thought it was too easy. Excellent, I have enough for a smart battery. So we will make a smart battery here, followed by a couple of regular batteries. I have to leave enough room for a transformer here, and that's gonna be just fine. There we go. Guys, you are playing a dangerous game over here. You're going to build yourself in. Lovable little retards. Okay, so everything's going fine so far. Once I have the power, I can start working on everything else. I think I'm gonna set up the cook. Oh! The food reserves are going down. How about oxygen? Oxygen is fine. But the power reserves... But the food reserves are going down. Which means we will need more of these. So I guess it's time we start releasing this water. The thing is, I don't want to release all of that water yet. And I don't want to release all of it. Oh, look! A sage hatchling. That's cute. I don't want to release all of that water yet because it'll overflow this. Decisions. I could make a wall here. That'll prevent them from going in. I'm just gonna make a couple of them temporarily and then move it on later. I'm gonna be moving away from meal lice anyway when I have better food sources like mushrooms. For the time being, I need these. Yes, pump it, pump it, pump it. Remove the blockage. Release the poop. You're the newest addition to colony, so it's you're on poop duty. I guess Gloria wanted to do some cleaning as well. She cleaned the apartment, so now she wants to clean the toilet in a video game. Okay, so there's one hatch there and one hatch there, that's fine. These guys are building just... And we now have enough water for that. Something probably melted. Also released some hydrogen from here, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about that. And at the very least, this place won't ever get infected. Although there's barely anything breedable here. So they will be holding breath a little. This needs to make more refined metal for me. And I'm gonna then have to prepare this for the eventual poop water. As long as the base is nice and blue, I'm happy. And this is a lot of CO2. That's actually good, because I will need that CO2 for the mushrooms. I should probably start digging up at least one of these slime biomes for the mushrooms, because that's where you find them. How much did you make? Not enough. Oh yeah, because that's done for today. Give me an artist. I need an artistic soul to inhabit my base. Temperature is fine. The heat from upstairs is going to slowly encroach. This place is always going to be hot, so I'm not even gonna bother with this. And the coolness from here will interact with this, so it's fine. Biomes are always the same temperature. You can melt the biome, but unless you have a permanent source of heat, it's gonna go back to its original temperature. At least from every playthrough I ever did, that's how it went. Okay, and this needs to be done. Clean this up as well while you're at it. There we go. That should be enough. The thing is, right now I'm not cooking these, so I only get like, how much? 600 calories per meal ice, and each duplicate eats 1,000 per cycle. But when I cook these, I get 800 calories. But you need power for cooking, so I need a power plant first. And you can see, despite this being hot and producing heat, temperature isn't rising much. It will eventually, because this just makes too much hotness for this to remain like this, but it can last a long time before it becomes a problem. The reason why I wanted a smart battery is because if you don't have a smart battery, when you put in a power plant, a generator, it will run all the time regardless of the charge that stays in the batteries. But with a smart battery, you can determine when you want the generator to turn on. So I want the generator to turn on when there is only 5% left of the charge in this battery, and not that way I can prevent needless loss of resources. Because if I leave it alone, it'll eat through all the coal I have in like a couple of cycles. Somebody got a skill point. Critter ranching! Max, you are going to be ranching critters. Okay, I can start building that up as well now. So, critter drop off, critter feeder, critter station, or a grooming station, whatever. And that's gonna be for you guys. You guys will be going there. There's only 2 of you now, but the idea is to be a lot more of you. And now we get a proper rancher. Slow learner though, and squeamish. No, no, and no. We want an artist. We want an artist. Somebody, we need a Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Clean these toilets early in the morning, please. Justin has food poisoning. What did you eat, Justin? Hatch and hatchling. 9. I want you to do that immediately. Oh, sage hatchling as well. That's also there. Wrangle now. Where did that hatch go? Oh, there you are. You are the only hatch I found. You are being wrangled as we speak. There we go. There we go. Now they will need food. So hatches and hatchlings. I want you to eat clay because I don't need it. Sand is fine, and sandstone isn't. same thing. I want you to eat clay and sand. Plenty of sand, plenty of clay that will be made. It's made from our deodorizers. And sage hatch. You can eat fertilizer and you can eat polluted earth. You will die because I don't have much to eat to feed you with. I guess you will die. But that's fine with me. All I want you to do is lay an egg before you die. It's cruel, but such is life. I just want you to lay an egg before you die. You hear me? Yes, you. Lay an egg. You're cute and adorable, and I want you to lay an egg before you die. Please tell me that you're gonna be laying an egg before you die. 87%. Yeah, that's fine. Welcome back, Justin. Yes, you are still alive despite being you have almost frozen twice, and you have had a food poisoning until a moment ago, Justin. But you are very much still alive. Welcome back. Where are you anyway? What are you doing presently? Let me find you. Justin, you are pooping. You seem relieved. Okay, so do we have enough for a transformer now? Large, yes we do. But where am I going to running the power from? So the first I'm going to be running the power on this level. So that's over here. So that's over yonder. What the hell am I doing? So that's, you need to dig this up. More chlorine will be released, and I'm perfectly fine with it at this point because it doesn't matter. And maybe I should build this up 1 point to the left. Should be fine. Justin keeps getting sent in the most dangerous assignments. Okay. Now I need to start planning out the actual power plant. The generators that will be going here. Yeah. What are you working for? How are you, Justin? If I remember correctly, you work as a coast guard. So how exactly are you working from home? Do you have like a binoculars in your hand and do you live on a ship right now? I'm having difficulty imagining you working from home as a coast guard. Unless your home is on the coast. Yeah, I'm following the situation, Justin, and I see that your COVID cases have spiked for like 4,000 in 2 days. I don't know what you guys been doing, but it wasn't good. And your duplicant seems to be catching every single disease. Did you know you managed to recover it from it in about a half a cycle, but I think your duplicant actually had slime lung, and he wasn't exposed to slime lung anywhere. I can see those green that slime lung. Maybe when he was digging here, he might have been exposed to some of it, and he immediately caught it. Justin, I watched a clip of people telling why they're not wearing masks, and one woman said that she's not wearing a mask because for the same reason that she's not wearing underwear, because she likes her thing to breathe. And I'm like, is that the best argument that you could give? Is that what you're going on record with, that is your reason for not wearing a mask? The same that you're not wearing, you should be wearing underwear anyway. Like, what? Well, my hopes are that your situation goes back to normal, or at least stabilizes, because I've been looking at the situation, I've been looking at the numbers, and the numbers aren't good. So, uh, hope I hope it I hope it gets better. It's, you know, in another time, Justin, I would agree with you that it's a land of that it's a land of idiots, but it's not. I come from a land of idiots. I'm originally, as you know, from Croatia, and my country is a country of idiots. That just, I mean, I'm not gonna. I could give you some examples, and I probably will at one point, but every country has its idiots. It's just, it seems that your idiots have more freedom to do idiotic things than most other countries do. It's like you are protecting the right to be an idiot. But, that's just my view of things. It's not exactly a good situation when the well-being of the majority is called into question or called into danger because of a minority. It's a dangerous situation. Anyway, moving away from a political broadcast and moving back into the land of Oni, where every single thing has broken. Why has every single pipe broke? So I've made these pipes out of igneous metal, which is good for, well, that's the thing, it's good at tolerating heat. Maybe it's not good at tolerating cold. Whatever, they fixed them. Do we have enough? We have 500 kilograms of refined metal now, so I am being idle here. I've been talking about people instead of playing the game, and now I'm idling here. So again, because of this freaking geyser, I have to run my wire around it, because the wire will not go through. Well, it will go through here, and it doesn't really matter if it's submerged, because this will flood it. It's insulated, so it doesn't really matter if it goes through it. But I would like you guys to finish this before you start doing anything else. So unclogging toilets can wait. Can you just dig this out and build it so I can put the generators down, please? Again, oh, a pipsqueak. I could have you. Let me see how it was. I need, oh, +1 creativity. Interior decorator. So her interests are art. So we can have an artist who also has an interior decorator trait. Increased creativity, decreased decor morale bonus. She's a yokel, but that doesn't really matter. We have an artist. Catalina, we want you to be an artist. You will do nothing but art. Okay, and Gloria Slavinsky, you are going to be having your carrying capacity improved, because when you're done with research, you will be cleaning the place up. Okay. Well, she is a yokel. Catalina is literally a yokel. She can't do researching errands, but she can do artistic. And now the thing is, uh, I could make her do art right now, but if I do, she currently can only do uh, basic art, which is crappy. So we will abstain from that until she's here. Then she can do masterworks. I mean, I can build them and rebuild them later, but it's just a waste of time and she can be more useful elsewhere. So I will just give her the skill points when they come and I'll let her work on other things. Yeah, Justin, I would give the girl a banjo if she could. The princess, what is princess doing anyway? The Princess Consuela is a constructor. She could be an artist, but I would rather not because her next two skill points are all going to improve carrying because she's constantly working on building all over the place. So she's a builder, so I can't make her an art. No, I will not, Gloria. I will not make her an artist just because you're yelling at me to make her an artist in chat. Calm down. We can't have two artists. It's a waste of time and effort. Your threats do not work for me. I'm very sorry. She will. I promise next time I make her, she will be an artist. Next time, she will definitely be an artist in the next colony. Okay, I need to check the oxygen levels. The oxygen is still fine. We have 6 to... Oh, I just remember Catalina doesn't have a bed, so she's gonna sleep on the floor. And then I make her bed in the air. Uh, the cycle is gonna end before she gets a bed. That's fine. It's only right that she sleeps on the floor for her very first night, like everybody else did. She doesn't even get a door for her first night. Okay, that felt... and that pretty much blocked the wall. Well, the thing is, Gloria, you are correct. If I told Catalina to make art right now, she would suck ass because she's currently a very bad artist. She only has 1 skill point in art. She needs 3 to be actually good. And like I said, I could make her build stuff and then rebuild it later when she's better at it, but it's essentially a waste of time. And the core isn't even that important yet. What I could make Catalina do for the time being is, consider she's not doing anything else, she could do storage and tidying up. Yes, Justin, you can train in artistry both in this game and in real life. You can't subside on imagination, but you can train to be a better at drawing, painting, and so on. If you really love something, you can train it, even if it's art. It's just a matter of how much you will be able to do with it when you do. Catalina has art fundamentals. I want her to be in Masterworks before I allow her to make anything artistic. Because if I tell her to make anything artsy right now, she's just gonna make a hash of it. It's going to be a very poor art. I can actually, I think I can demonstrate. So this is a large sculpting block. Let's make one. Let's make one to demonstrate. Why is Princess Consuela idling? Why are you idle? Oh, because you can't get out. You can't get out. That's kind of dumb. If there's a piece of sand behind a blueprint, they can't dig it out. Oh, Clay. Okay, so we have all the beds. Now our food might be going down after this. Okay, oh, they did this, so I can make this properly now. So we can finish that generator that we started working on ages ago. Okay, so this is down here. We want this connected, and this will go here, then here, then here. And we want automation wire to go from here to here, and that way, only when the battery is at 5% or less will these two activate. Uh, yeah, I needed insulated pipes. Insulated pipes, might as well go further. And when that's done, we can start making them a recreation room, so they don't hate me. Probably gonna make it here and make kitchen above it. Or I could make kitchen and the rec room next to it. I can't make sun lamps yet, or can I? I need fiber for that. Yeah. Can't do anything until I get some fibers. The problem is, I barely saw one or two reed fiber plants. Oh, that'll be a nuisance. There is one here, and I've seen one more somewhere around here as well. So this guys will have to come into play before I can make anything. I'm actually happy that this is here, because with this here I can have unlimited water and I don't have to go further for it. But I should still find at least one more geyser, because these things have periods when they are inert, when they are idling. They only work for a certain amount of time, and then they have a rest period. I should analyze it, but we're gonna be doing that when time comes for it. Right now, power is our priority. We want power. We need power. More power. Our hatch has not made an egg yet, and we have not found any more hatches. I'm actually surprised that we haven't found any more hatches, because there's usually quite a bit of them. It could be that some of them are actually dug in these. You see these cracks? Those cracks indicate that something's there. What? We don't know. It could be a seed, it could be a hatch. Let's just check some of these. You know what might be behind them, but usually they're seeds, but it could be muckroot as well. What was it? Muckroot. And here it was a myrtle leaf seed. Yeah, so seeds most of the time. There's stuff here as well. We need copper anyway for later, so might as well dig this out. And I also want to connect this whole bottom so that all of the CO2 climbs down there, because these generators will create CO2. And I probably need to put some airflow tiles so that all of that CO2 can sink, and I want to sink here. I will need to connect it. Probably gonna cut it off here. Make it into a bowl for the water from here. That'll work. That'll work. gonna raise the priority on this because I would like this to be done. Also, I will need more cables. It will take me at least 2 tons of refined iron to get cable all the way to here. You cover 4 tiles with 100 kilograms of iron refined. I was gonna check, Justin, if you're gonna wash your hands, because you tend, if you see that some people are using these, you just run through and then you get germs all over you. You don't wash your hands. You should be more conscious of that. Okay, currently nobody is covered in germs, so that's fine. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, wash your damn hands. Twinkle. Yeah, we're not gonna be taking any duplicates for a while now because my food is running out. So I need to start working on that. So there's some food here, but I generally need to increase my food output. So I have to release this water. The time has come to release the water. It's time to release the floodgates. First, we're gonna dig through here, and then we're gonna release the water. I'm gonna make a wall here, just as a precaution. Gonna raise the priority because I would like these to be done first. So all of these will be food, but because I've taken 2 extra duplicates and I'm on 6 now, I need more food. And then this is on 6. So after they dig that out, they're gonna do this, and then we start running the cable through. I connected the wrong wire to the wrong socket. Large, too small. Okay. Perfect. So we will need at least 500 more to get all the way through. And I will need to give them access to these places. Should have probably made these out of gold, because gold has a higher overheat temperature. What's the germ status anyway? Well, there's plenty of germs here, but we knew that was gonna happen. That's fine, because we just want this to keep evaporating oxygen. Insufficient oxygen generation, but only like 10 grams, 10 kilograms. That's fine. This thing probably died in the middle of the night. Should be fine. Yeah, the levels are not decreasing. It's still stable. Were these things groomed? They were. Excellent. You poop coal, don't you? Oh jeez. Yeah, you poop coal. But since I only have 2 hatches, and that's not nearly enough for the coal consumption, I will actually have to be digging coal. how much of it? I have 20 tons of coal at the moment. That's gonna be fine for a long time. Especially for the start, when I don't use much power. There we go. They're done with... Oh, this is slime. This is slime. And that's germs on it. Dig that out, please. Dig that out. And we're gonna make a special little storage for you here. Slime is gonna be extremely useful later on. Right now, we have no use for it and it emits polluted oxygen. So, I'm gonna put this here proactively. And I want you to do these first before you do anything else. I'm gonna release the water. I'm gonna dug through here. There we go. Where is our builder? Builder! There we go. Justin, you're gonna get wet. I hope you're okay with that. There we go. Water's been released. And it shouldn't spill over. There we go. That's gonna be all for food. See, Justin, you grew resilient. You were almost drowned and you didn't even bat an eyelid. You just went, oh, it's a bit chilly, and then you went out of the water. So, the reason why they're all doing that is because they don't like their food, and they don't like their food because they're essentially eating lice. It's lice that grows on branches. They will be getting better food later when I have better stuff to feed them. Right now, they're eating maggots. Ah, there's an egg. Another sage egg. I hope that it will be a normal hatch egg, and not a sage egg. Because I currently don't have anything to feed the sage hatchling with. Here's to hoping that I find more hatches somewhere. There's probably gonna be some here. Should probably go there and just dig through and see if I can find more. How is it? Okay, so this is now more or less done. It needs this to be connected, but I'm gonna connect that after I have this thing done. So do it now, please. This is your priority now. Do that before you do anything else. So this egg is gonna hatch eventually. It's currently on 9%. Which one of you did you drop that egg? Oh, you are gonna die before you mature another egg. It's quite possible I'm gonna be run out of hatches. If I get any hatch eggs in here, they're all going to be moved there. Which I will eventually. I'm going to get more hatch eggs, but Not having them from early stages makes it difficult because they usually pile up coal. If you have like 3 or 4 hatchling farms, you can pile up tons and tons of coal before you run out of the natural deposits that you find. Okay, so that wire is moving along nicely. And see, this thing is now working, but it's not actually being wired. Okay, so this now is a waste of coal, so please do that now. Connect it, and generators will be on 7. What's next to do research on? Anything that we actually need right now? Well, these would be useful, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, the level of food is hovering around 20,000. So when we build up these, that'll be just enough to keep us going with this amount of duplicants. So I I will not be taking more duplicants until we start growing mushrooms. I want to move away from meal lice before taking any more duplicants. Oxalite. I was hoping for some eggs at least. Nothing good. All poopy. Oxygen level is fine. It's actually moving quite nicely. See? 6 duplicants, 1 of these, still more than enough. If I get any oxyferns, I can even use CO2 for more oxygen. The only problem is oxyferns take water, and I would rather not use water for them right now. Why are you... What's this? Snow. Some snow. Okay, so we have 300 kilograms of iron ready, but you guys haven't even finished this yet. Why is this not built yet? What are you doing? Why is this? Why have you avoided this singular piece of wire here? You've built everything else, so no. Well, come back here. Why have you ignored that work errand until now? Why? You had all the time in the for the last 3 cycles to finish that wire. Why only now? Okay, let's finish these, so I can get those sorted out. Should probably also finish this insulation here. And you see, this, so both of these generators have coal in them, but because the charge is 100%, they are not working, so they are not burning any coal needlessly. Automation. That's what we want to see. Also, when this poor little guy dies, he will release meat, which is good food. Okay, so we wanted this to be polluted dirt and slime and rot piles and 9. The moment you see slime, I want that slime to be there. Because this storage bin is submerged in a bit of water, it won't release any toxic fumes. Slime releases polluted oxygen, which is actually good for this evaporator. So this is a bug they still haven't fixed. You will see that this says meal ice, rations, 0 calories. So it's a bug. They finish the meal and then they drop it on the ground like if it's not eaten, but it is eaten. It just says 0. So eventually one of the duplicants is gonna go hungry, and instead of getting food from here, he will pick one of those 0 rations, and you'll just see starvation, 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 because he will be picking up each one of them and they all have 0 calories. I wish Clay would just fix that bug, because it can take a good chunk of a cycle for them to go through all of the faulty rations before eating a proper one. Oh, I actually haven't planted anything yet. Excusez-moi. Any hatches in here? You can dig this up as well. That's just not working through the night. This is run out of electricity. It's still a hamster power. Well, that's the thing, because so see, this is the reason why I placed this. Why I said I want to have the generator next to it, because now I can just reroute the power from here. Actually, what I want from here? Yeah, I want from here to here, and then I can remove this. Tongue. And thus we get rid of one more hamster generator. Compactness. Compactness. Efficiency in design. Although I would probably better off if I made another pathway to that. Oh, I'm gonna probably make it here. The only mistake I made is because, well, because I had to make this more closer. There is no route here. I wanted to make another ladder here. Go between these. I could move this, but doesn't really matter. Okay, everything is moving fine. Now I can't wait to get rid of these. These hamster generators, they're a waste of time. They're great early game, and you can even make a nice little compact generator by enclosing one of the duplicants in a room where his sole purpose in life is to run on these for an entire cycle and recharge the batteries. It's cruel because this thing can't really generate that much. It's like 400 watts. It's nothing. Although, to be honest, a coal generator isn't much, but I think it's 600. Yeah. The first proper generator is natural generator. I think they are 800 watts, so natural gas generators are much better. And of course, one of the best ones are the which ones? The petroleum generator and no, there is no and. All of these are weaker. The petroleum generator is the best one, but it creates a shit crap ton of heat. It also creates a lot of CO2. CO2 is fine, but the heat also, it doesn't say so here, but you can actually use it on alcohol as well. So you can there is a building here which I don't have unlocked yet. You can make ethanol from wood, and you can power the petroleum generator with ethanol. Doesn't solve the heat problem or the CO2 problem, but it's 1200 watts of energy. So these guys are now melting the surround. You can see as the ice is slowly dissipating,